Hi, Anna. Hello. How are you?
Hello, hello, how are you?
Oh, well, we're doing well. So far, so good, so to say, despite all the, technical issues with people trying to connect or reach their destinations. Like Monica is still stuck somewhere in the traffic jam, I would imagine, but hopefully she will be joining us soon. That gives us a little extra time to talk about what has already happened, the opening panel
Yes.
and the speech. So, what say you, Anna, to begin with?
Well, first of all, I thought I would be the first person without any technical problems here today, but it
So
seems
far, so
I'm
good.
not.
It's just a minor time shift.
Yeah, yeah, okay, that's okay. Hello, everyone. I'm really, really happy to be with all of you today, and I'm so proud and amazed with the number of people I see on the chat from really, really different parts of the world. It's so amazing. Um, I am here today I was asked to summarize and give my own input to the topic. After those two first today's sessions, I can see quite difference between an overview view of diversity and inclusion and also the different difference in perspectives. I wonder if you also could notice that between people from high levels of management and also people who work in the field. So Sarah represented a point of view and challenges and that perspective that is very, very close to mine. So I was at the beginning. I was thinking that, well, okay, maybe Sarah told everything that I wanted to say today to you.
Well, so let me come back to you with a specific question. Why is it, in your experience, as Diversity Hub oversees so many strategies around D&I? So the question is, why is it that so many companies find it difficult to boost their D&I strategies or to set them in a put them in a position where they actually work? Or is it the case? Maybe I'm mistaking asking this question like that.
Well, for me, the biggest challenge is, but I will be repeating what was said today, that I see in my perspective, in my personal experience and working with companies in the field of implementing diversity and inclusion programs, but also in the field of training and working with managers in the classroom. I see a lot of examples of not having any or having proper justification of diversity and inclusion in the workplace. What I mean is that I see that usually companies have a lot of difficulties with linking diversity and inclusion with the business strategy, not presenting business case, not trying to explain and justify diversity and inclusion and the sense of diversity and inclusion in the perspective of business they are doing. So this is for me one of the biggest obstacles that may be the problem in implementing D&I programs. Also, and it will be topic for tomorrow, so maybe we will focus on that more tomorrow. We have that kind of frozen middle process that that may be an obstacle for implementing diversity and inclusion processes and strategies in the company. What means that middle management and the people who are really responsible for managing teams are not dealing with diversity and inclusion. And for that, I can see a lot of different reasons. First of all, I see that still inclusion is not embedded into leadership programs, and it is very rare that companies have diversity and inclusion in formal leadership development programs. It is even more rare that companies have it in assessment frameworks. So according to what Sarah said just a few minutes before, I would add not only having that own responsibility and have it in our own personal program on personal strategies. This is what she mentioned.
Right.
But also to have diversity and inclusion in assessment frameworks. This is
Anna,
the thing which I really miss.
thank you very much for giving us this background. So I guess it's fair to say that irrelevance is one of the biggest enemies in your oversight experience, so to say.
Well, irrelevance, but also not understanding, not linking ourselves with that, not seeing the business case. Usually managers ask me, well, why don't understand? Why is it for? Yes, I don't understand. I don't see the benefits for
So
myself.
ironically,
And
what you're saying, companies are not good enough at explaining their rationale, and people instinctively rebel against being asked to simply follow in a manner that doesn't question anything. Is that the case?
Yeah, and I'm not surprised with that. Concerning that, I work with many companies that are really focusing on business KPIs. So that means that managers usually don't have nor time nor energy, and also they don't have any sphere to talk with people, to get to know people more, and they don't have a proper I would say corporate culture from the other one side, but also a proper environment to implement diversity and inclusion, to have it in the agenda.